Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kid Willingo here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I know I haven't been posting a video in a long time, but yeah, I'm coming out with another video, and this video is basically a tutorial on how to be a successful YouTuber. Now, I know if you guys look at the Vulcan channel thing, you can see that we are small, but on my other account, I have like my normal YouTube account, I have posted, well, no, I have not really posted anything there in a while, but I have recorded stuff, and I've become more popular on that channel than I have on this one, or than we have, but we are getting there. We're slowly getting there. So, yeah, what I want to be talking or telling you guys about is these couple of tips. Now, these tips might not work for you guys, but well, you guys just have to look at all the tips first. So, yeah, the first tip is you're gonna want to start YouTube because you want to do it for the fun. Now, there are people that like to do it for the money, and honestly, that is not gonna boost you. That's not gonna get you anywhere if you're just gonna do it for money. And usually people that do it for money are not going to have the best content. So you're going to want to do it because you want to do it. Now, we want to do it because we love it, and we consider ourselves pretty good at it. So, yeah, you also want to have a nice positive attitude for every video you make, so your viewer will be entertained and be very happy with your content, and therefore want to like the video and subscribe. So yeah, the next tip is you're going to want to have good software. Now, I know there are like the best software, they're the more pricey ones, so I do recommend trying to get a bootleg, but that is probably illegal, so it's your choice if you want to get a bootleg or not. I personally do not, but if you do want to, then by all means, go for it. So, yeah, like you can get like certain types of mics. You're gonna need a mic if you're gonna want to start YouTube. So, yeah, the mic that I'm personally have right now, they're not the best, but the quality of it is really nice. When I hear it, the quality does seem pretty nice. What I'm using are the Beats by Dr. Dre mic. So yeah, they're not that great, but well, not great, I mean, like, they're good, they're decent. Like, you'll be able to understand what I'm hearing, but I did order a Razer Siren, which is really cheap, and I heard it is really good. So, yeah, I do recommend getting those, or if you want something with crystal clear quality, you should get a Blue Yeti. And yeah, but if you're more on the cheap side, you should probably either get the Razer Siren or the Blue Snowball, which is also a really fantastic mic. Now, another thing that you're going to want to get is probably Photoshop. I do not have Photoshop, but the reason you should get Photoshop is so you can make professional thumbnails, and I do not make professional thumbnails. I don't consider myself really good at it. I do have some Photoshop experience, but I am not good with Photoshop. I don't even have it. Yeah, if you don't have it, what you could probably do is get a graphics designer. Maybe he or she will help you out. You know, you just pay them with PayPal, and you can get better at what do you call it? Your videos will look professional. And personally, the graphics designer I use is Flux Styles. He's a really good graphics designer. I'll be sure to leave his channel link in the description below this video. So, yeah. Another thing you're going to want is an intro. Again, you most likely will buy these, or if you have like Cinema 4D or something and you're really good at it, then you could maybe make your own intro. But, yeah, you could buy an intro or you could make one. But an intro personally, you shouldn't get an intro at the very start of your channel. It will help. Don't get me wrong, it will help, but you should probably get it once you get later on into YouTube, like once you're around 60 to 100 subscribers into YouTube. That way you'll get your fan base increasing and you'll have a successful channel. Another thing you're going to want is maybe a good computer, because all YouTubers do need computers. And yeah, so what computers do, basically it's self-explanatory. You're going to want a good computer or laptop. If you could either get like a good YouTube, or not YouTube, you can either get a good computer or a really good laptop. I personally have a really good laptop. I have a 2008 MacBook Pro, and even though it's 2008, it's still really good. It has like good specs and everything, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and what do you call it? It has like, I can't really check the specs right now, but I do have good specs on my Mac. So yeah, Mac's good for editing, but like it's not good for gaming. So yeah, there is a downfall for using Mac if you're going to be using like computer gameplay, or going to be recording computer gameplay. So yeah, but Mac is good for editing. So some what do you call it? Some softwares you could use are maybe like ScreenFlow, which is what I use, or what else? Final Cut Pro for editing. ScreenFlow does also work as a recording software, which is why I like it so much. And yeah, if you don't have what do you call it? Windows? I mean Mac. What you could do is you could maybe use good recording. There are good recording softwares out there for Windows too, like OBS and DxTory and Fraps. Now Fraps is actually not that good, but if you want to use it, by all means. And a good editing software for Windows would probably either be what is that? I forgot what it was called. No, it's all right. Well, I'll try and remember it. All right. So yeah. Anyways, well, there's a decent recording or editing software for Windows, and would be Windows Movie Maker. It's not the best, but I mean, it does get the job done. So yeah, and now this is the kind of complicated part. You're gonna want to figure out what kind of videos you're gonna be doing. If you're gonna be recording like videos where you talk about stuff and do have just you facing your audience, you're gonna want a camera. You're gonna want a good camera. And yeah, I'm not really into cameras and stuff because that's not what I do YouTube for. I mainly do YouTube for gaming, and this video is going to be kind of more on gaming sides of YouTube, but this video does help you with other YouTube stuff as well. So yeah, another well, no, not another. What you're going to want to do is get a capture card if you're going to be doing some game videos, or if you're going to be playing on your computer, you can get a screen recorder. But if you're going to be doing some console gameplay like I do, you're going to want a good capture card. Now, I started off with the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro, and that is not great because it has a limited recording recording time. So, yeah, I would not recommend the Roxio because you have limited amount of time before you can never use it again and have to buy a new one. But actually, no, I don't think that's true. Or I'm so confused. My bad, guys. But yeah, I do remember, because I did have a Roxio before. I do remember that there was a timer, and every time you record with it, the timer goes down. So yeah, I'm not sure what happens if the timer depletes completely. But yeah, but the Roxio only works for or it only works well for Windows. But if you're gonna use a Mac like I do, I recommend getting an Elgato, because Elgatos are by far the best capture cards ever. I personally have the HD Pro one because it has HD 1080p 60 frames per second, which is why I really love it. And yeah, so the Elgato, it's really good. It has like unlimited recording space. Well, it depends on the hard drive on your computer. So yeah, Elgatos are by far like the best for recording and whatnot. So yeah, after you have your video, you're also going to want to learn how to edit, because editing, it helps your video look more professional, and it'll make you seem like you are a good YouTuber, which is what I'm hoping for you all to be. So yeah, you're gonna want to learn to edit. I taught myself how to edit, and but like if you don't know how to edit, what you can do is go on YouTube, search up how to edit videos, and make sure you have it on the same editing software that you use. So yeah, another thing you're gonna want. Well, I already said this, but you're gonna want to learn Photoshop. If you don't know how to use it, then just get a graphics designer, because they could help you with work and whatnot. And another thing, or this is probably going to be the last tip, but you're going to want to be consistent with your videos. If you're going to record a series, you're going to want to be consistent with that series. You're going to want to keep uploading. That's how you're going to get your audience like hooked to it. And yeah, they're going to want more. So yeah, you're going to want to make a good series, and you're going to want to stay consistent with them. Yeah. Anyways, that about does it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be coming out with more videos in the future. And yeah, by the way, guys, the gameplay you are seeing in the background is Destiny footage. So yeah, my character is like a level 12 in that footage, but I've recently been playing the game a lot, and now I'm a level 20. So yeah, this was just old footage that I was probably going to use for an update video, but never got around to using it. So I just decided to use it for this video. Anyways, guys, if this video helped, please be sure to leave a like. Ratings are much appreciated. So yeah, peace.